The movie starts by talking about Kulin's family, who have always been very good-looking. This not only makes people admire them, but also brings them a lot of money. The oldest son, Masokis, is famous online as an influencer. He has millions of followers who love him not just for his looks, but also because he's known for giving good advice about love, helping people who are not very good at romance. Their dad, Pakar, used to be famous for breaking hearts. He had more than 1,200 girlfriends before he finally fell in love with their mom. She's also really beautiful, but she has something unusual, a noticeable mustache, which challenges what people think a beautiful woman should look like. Then there's Kulin, the youngest in the family, who is even more attractive than the rest. But while the family enjoys being so good-looking, Kulin feels it's more of a problem than a blessing. He wishes he could live a normal life where people don't go crazy over how he looks, where he can go out without being mobbed by fans. It's like he's trapped between wanting to be wanted and feeling lonely because nobody really understands him. Instead of going to a regular school, he prefers being taught at home, where he's safe from all the attention and can just be himself. Kulin's only real friend is his pet fish. They play card games together quietly, and Kulin talks to the fish even though it can't talk back. This makes him feel better because most of the time, he's alone. Seeing how lonely Kulin is, his family tries everything they can to make his life more normal. Masokis, his brother, tries to set him up with different girls to see if he likes any of them, but Kulin just wants a connection that isn't based on how he looks. When Kulin still refuses to leave the house, his family pretends they're having money problems to convince him to go to school. This makes Kulin feel bad because he thinks his family is struggling because of him. So, he decides to go to a boys-only school to try to help them out. Even though his family hoped he would start talking to girls, they're still happy that he's taking this step towards fitting in. On his first day of school, Kulin tries to hide his good looks by wearing a helmet, but it just makes people notice him more, which isn't what he wanted. As Kulin takes the last empty seat in the classroom, he becomes the target of Sidi, the school bully, and his friends. Even the teacher is surprised to see Kulin wearing a helmet and asks him to take it off. Kulin reluctantly agrees, revealing his face dramatically, which causes a bigger reaction than he expected. The teacher faints suddenly, and other students complain to the principal about Kulin being too attractive. Trying to escape the chaos, Kulin is tripped by the bullies and taken to the school storeroom. The bullies, led by Sidi, explain that they want Kulin's help to get a date for the prom, especially for Sidi with Amanda, the most popular girl in school. They think Kulin's good looks can help convince Amanda to go with Sidi. Kulin is now part of their plan, along with another bullied student named Kibo, but he's not sure how it will all turn out. With Kibo by his side, Kulin goes to the principal's office to complain about the bullying in the school, knowing it probably won't change much but feeling united with Kibo in their fight against it. The principal, worried about his son's lack of progress in school and thinking Kulin's good looks could help, reluctantly agrees to go along with the bully's demands. Kulin and Kibo decide to do what they're asked, and Kibo's support is the first real kindness Kulin experiences that isn't based on how he looks. Despite the day's ups and downs, Kulin feels better knowing he has a friend in Kibo. The next day, when they go to school, Kulin's appearance causes a big reaction among the girls, who have strict standards for admitting boys based on looks. When Kulin takes off his helmet, chaos erupts, and the whole thing is filmed and shared online, making Kulin famous as the too handsome to handle guy. Amanda, who is the most popular girl in school and a famous model, hears about the excitement around Kulin and is immediately drawn to his magnetic charm. It's the first time she's met someone who is as beautiful and popular as she is, and she's determined to get his attention. As word spreads about Kulin's incredible charm, a crowd of fans gathers outside Kulin's house, hoping to see the mysterious heartthrob. Taking advantage of the situation, Kulin's family starts charging people to tour their home, which makes Kulin feel betrayed and used by his own family. He refuses to go back inside, and things get worse when his pet fish is hurt by the tourists. Kulin tries to escape by climbing onto a nearby building, but he's followed by a group of fans who won't leave him alone. Just when he's feeling overwhelmed, a girl appears who doesn't seem interested in him at all, which surprises him. Their short conversation gives Kulin a bit of relief from all the chaos. Later, Kibo comes to the rescue by inviting Kulin to his house, where Kulin finds comfort and warmth with Kibo's grandmother. While at Kibo's house, Kulin discovers they both share a love for collecting rare playing cards, which helps them bond beyond Kulin's good looks. The next day, They go to the all-girls school hoping to find the girl Kulin met the day before. On the way, they meet Amanda, and they give her the folder with Cde's invitation to the prom. Amanda acts like she doesn't care about Kulin, but she gets a nosebleed as soon as he leaves, showing she's not really indifferent. Kulin tries to see his crush again at the school, but he's stopped by a group of girls who won't let him get close. Over the next few days, Kibo and Kulin become really close friends, sharing their happy and sad moments together. One day, Kibo introduces Kulin to futsal, where they meet Rere, the girl Kibo likes. After the game, Kulin sees Rere working in a nearby shop and can't stop looking at her. Their moment is interrupted by Kibo, who introduces Rere to Kulin as the same girl he talked about earlier. Seeing how close Kibo and Rere are makes Kulin feel jealous and confused, but he gets comfort from his brother Mas-okis, who cries tears of happiness for him. This reminds Kulin of how strong their bond is, despite their family's past mistakes. With Mas-okis' advice, Kulin decides to try to win Rere's heart, even though he knows he's not as close to her as Kibo is. But he's determined to keep trying to win her love. One day, Amanda surprises Kulin at school with an invitation to her birthday party and gives him a new phone as a gift. Later, Kibo, Kulin, and Rere go to a karaoke place to have fun. Kulin is excited to sing with Rere, but she seems more interested in Kibo, which makes Kulin feel jealous. Unable to keep his feelings inside, Kulin talks to Rere when Kibo is not around and asks her about her feelings for Kibo. At first, Rere says she doesn't like Kibo that way, but when Kulin lies and says Kibo likes Amanda, Rere's expression changes, confirming Kulin's suspicions. When they get home, Kulin asks Amanda for help with a secret plan. The next day, they all go to Amanda's birthday party, where Kulin and Kibo get along well with Amanda. But Amanda pays more attention to Kibo than Kulin, even having a private conversation with him. Meanwhile, Rere comes to the party and sees Amanda kissing Kibo, which upsets her, and she runs away. Kulin takes this chance to tell Rere how he feels, but she doesn't feel the same way, which makes him realize his feelings are not returned. While all this is happening, the bullies see Amanda and Kibo kissing, which makes them jealous and angry. They start fighting with Kibo, and Kulin is too scared to do anything, so he just watches from the sidelines. After the fight, Kulin takes Kibo back to his house to help him with his injuries, along with Kibo's grandmother. Seeing how much pain Kibo is in, Kulin understands how serious his actions were and how big of a mistake he made. The next day, Kibo gives Kulin a special card from his collection, and Kulin feels guilty, so he tells Kibo the truth about what happened. Kibo is shocked and hurt by Kulin's betrayal. He says he would have stopped pursuing Rere if he had known Kulin liked her. Kulin feels even worse after hearing this. Eventually, Kibo tells Kulin to leave, and Kulin does what he's told without arguing. A month later, Kulin comes back home to a happy family, but he still feels down and spends most of his time alone in his room, struggling with his feelings. Even though he sometimes sees Kibo, they don't talk much and try to avoid each other. Worried about her son, Kulin's mother talks to him one night and gives him his pet fish, showing him that they still love and support him no matter what. She says they'll homeschool him again if that's what he wants. Touched by her kindness, Kulin realizes how much his family cares about him, which encourages him to try to fix things with Kibo. The next morning, Kulin opens up to Rere, sharing his deepest thoughts and feelings with her. Afterward, he finds Kibo and tries to apologize for what happened before. At first, Kibo is hesitant, but when Kulin mentions Rere, Kibo admits he also likes her. Kulin tells Kibo that Rere heard their conversation, which helps mend their friendship and brings them closer together again. In the following days, they become friends again, just like before. A few days later, they all go to the prom together. Kibo takes Rere, and Kulin goes with Amanda. As expected, Kulin and Amanda are chosen as prom king and queen, marking the end of their time in high school. During the celebrations, Kulin hears a girl saying he's kind of handsome, which makes him curious and hints at the start of a new romantic chapter in his life. So the moral of the story is sometimes the best way to find love is to stop hiding under a helmet and just let your mustache-free face shine.